Hey everybody, it's Dawn and
Mindy.
and we are two girls and their alcohol. Woo! What are you drinking?
Oh, hold on. I'm drinking Cutwater Long Island iced tea.
Now I had them the other night. I actually like them. What do you think about that?
I didn't taste it yet.
Oh, taste it. See if you
all
like it. Do that
Okay.
one. Yay or nay? All right. Now I am actually obsessed with this brand. I've had the mint chocolate chip with whipped cream the other day. Now I had the butter pecan. You and I had the banana, right? It's creamy, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I actually have a shot of it.
And she has a shot. Cheers.
So you can do it as a drink or a shot.
Creamy, you can only have one or two.
Mm-hmm.
But like I do like them, but I'm on to the creamy ones now.
Yeah.
All right. We are so how excited are we?
Excited.
We can't thank this next guest. Super, super busy guy. Super fun. Right?
Yeah.
And he's going to be on Two Girls and Their Alcohol, which we cannot believe. So let's bring out Ryan Roxie from the Alice Cooper Band.
What's happening, girls?
Hi.
How you doing? What's
Hello
going down?
there, Ryan Roxie. Welcome to Two Girls and Their Alcohol.
Now, who's Dawn?
Me.
That must be you. That must be you. Okay, Dawn and then
That's Mindy.
Mindy.
Dawn and Mindy. You guys have been very persistent for like months and months and months. Almost, it's been going on a year that we said we're going to do this podcast, and now it's finally happened.
Listen, that was me, and I'm sorry if I was that persistent, but we love you and we follow you, and I know you were on tour and super busy, and now you're finally here. It was a bucket list thing. I don't know. So you're here, right?
I just hope at the very end of this interview, you don't, say to yourself, ever get the feeling you've been cheated?
Well, you know what?
But cheers to you all.
Cheers, you're here. Now, what are you drinking?
This is the best drink I think I could think of in my life right now. Just water.
Okay.
It goes with everything. It really does. And the
does.
reason why is I don't know if you can tell from the sound of my voice, but we've been hitting it pretty hard this last week. We just did I think 6 shows in the last 7 days. So it's been a couple 3 in a rows there. And I lost my voice about 2 shows back. It's starting to come back slowly, but it was.
Right.
It's been one hell of a week, as you know. So right now in the afternoon, where I'm at in lovely Colorado Springs, this is the best drink that I can have at this point.
That's good. Cheers to you.
Not that I won't be joining a little bit later with something. I've been trying everything to fix the voice. I tried hot toddies. I've been drinking old fashions. So it's just a shot of whiskey. We get a bottle, I think, of this Widow Jane bourbon every night on the rider, which we're really shout out to Widow Jane. We don't have a paid endorsement yet, but we'd like one because we like their products. And usually my favorite drink on the road and when I'm playing a show is just a simple. The people in the chat will know this. Basically vodka, good, nice, either Belvedere or some sort of nice vodka like that. We get Grey Goose, Belvedere, Kettle One, any of those types of vodkas with just club soda or seltzer water, and then some lemon. Skinny bitch. That's what we call that drink.
That's what I drink when I go out. My go-to is vodka, club soda, and I like lime wedge. Orange wedge and a lemon wedge, all in there.
There you are.
Sometimes I muddle it. I muddle it in there.
Look at us, 3 skinny bitches, all just doing a podcast. How about that?
Wow, you have a lot of people that love you because I can't keep up with the people on the.
What are they doing? What are they saying?
Everybody loves Ryan Roxie.
You know what? A lot of smoke and mirrors. A lot of times, as you can tell, this is all right now smoke and mirrors. We're in a hotel. This is not a fake backdrop. It's a hotel room that kind of looks like we're at the Friars Club. But this is the way it is out in Colorado.
I love it.
Colorado Springs. It's beautiful. And the reason why I think There's a lot of people in the chat right now. They're the diehards. We call them the all accessors. I have this thing called the ROXIE All Access sort of group. It's a private thing on my Instagram, because I have my official at Ryan Roxie Instagram, but then there's this sort of like special forces, the Marines of the RGA, and the RGA is the Roxie Guitar Army. But I can see that there's a lot of them in the chat. So shout out to and Jackie and Marted. Is that yeah? I see Kinga is there, Michelle's there. Nice to see y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Hi,
Two girls
everybody.
and alcohol.
Moss Guy is probably there. Yeah, I mean, so you got a few countries represented. You got Poland in there. You got Canada. You got Japan watching right now. So it's good. Yeah, I mean, we would really not be able to do what we do if Alice and the band didn't have the fan support and sort of the support that we have from people that come in and year out. I mean, we've been playing most of our shows this year all in the United States, and we've been able to sustain a tour from basically April all the way to now. Alice went with the band that he has with Tommy, and Glenn's in that band called the Hollywood Vampires. They went to Europe for a while.
Oh yeah.
There you go. So they did a run in Europe, but for the most part, the Alice Cooper band, we've been touring all throughout the States all year, and we've only done 2 shows in Canada this year. So it's been the States and North America only this year. We have 2 shows in Canada, and then we're going to wrap up. The end of the tour is going to be a festival in Mexico. But I mean, if it wasn't for the support of people coming out to the shows, traveling with the band, we're slowly becoming the Grateful Dead of classic rock.
Well, guess what? Everybody that's watching us knows we have Ryan Roxie on, and thank you again. I absolutely, you have a lot going on, and I don't know how. God bless. Do you sleep? I love your enjoy the riff. The riff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's
the song in a minute.
We just put a new one out this week, Rolling Stones, Brown Sugar, because the Stones actually have a new studio album coming out. I think it's tomorrow or sometime this week, and we're very excited about that. And who doesn't like a good old classic Rolling Stones riff? If anybody wants to check them out, I have them all on my Instagram under the one of the highlights is ETR, enjoy the riff. But you could also go on to ryanroxie.com, and we have them all placed in chronological order. But basically, it's all the most classic, iconic riffs. And if you don't have the attention span to listen to the whole song, you can listen to the opening riff and learn it, especially if you play guitar, in about 45 seconds to about a minute and a half.
I know, I love it. It says learn in a minute, but we don't play guitar. But I actually love watching it though, because
that's cool. Well, your room reminds the room. I don't know if that's your current room or if that's your studio or if that's your, is it still your room? Okay. Well, it looks very similar to what my room looked like when I was growing up. The posters on my wall. I talk about it a lot, whether it's on my podcast or whether it's on the radio show that I do, or whether it's in my posts. I always talk about becoming the posters on your wall, and I really try. The cool thing is most of those posters that I had growing up, I've either been able to tour with those bands or meet those bands, and 99.9% of them have been cool as fuck. So it's been great.
Roxie?
Yes. The 2015 Motley Crue tour that you guys did.
Nice. Yeah.
And Anita used to do like that little meet and greet, like
Rock and Roll parking lot. Yeah, we did the Rock and Roll parking lot, and then the dark times came, and we had to shut it down for a while. It's slowly becoming more and more of a thing. I do it now more with the all accessors and the people that are in the chat. If they're coming out to a show, it's a little bit more on the private Instagram where we plan it out and we can meet up and just say a quick hello. But the best time to meet anybody in the band is probably outside of the show environment. Everybody likes to get around during the day. So, if you see Alice Cooper playing around town, it's a pretty safe bet that one or two of the band members will be at Starbucks during the course of the day. So if you want to meet them in that capacity,
that's funny.
fun.
I never met Ryan Roxie.
No. Alice Cooper in the store. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, our
Sam
friend-
Hall, yeah.
Sam-
Did you meet Alice Cooper at a Hot Topic? Probably. You know, some
No.
at a mall near you. No, he loves shopping. That's what he does. So you know, he likes going shopping. He likes to sort of dress a little incognito and didn't do the mall run. And so if you catch him on one of those sort of moments, he's it's friendly. You
That's-
know.
So, did you ever hear? So, enjoy the riff. Oh, and also, everybody, I love your sunglasses. The
No, these are the ones I'm wearing. The signature ones from Transparent. Yes.
They're so cool.
We have a, you know what? Did we ever put, I don't know if Federica is in the chat right now. She coordinates a lot of this stuff. She's from Italy and she helps out a lot with the stuff that we do with the RGA and the ROXIE Guitar Army. Vic Chalfont's another one. But we had a promo going. We're going to have I think it's a 20% discount thing going out really soon. So yeah, if you're interested in these types of sunglasses, again, look out for my on my Instagram. That's kind of my social media of choice, but I'm on all of them. They got to get, sent out to whether it's X, Twitter, whether it's Facebook. But look for news about the transparent sunglasses.
Yeah, everybody get out sunglasses. They're sexy glasses.
Yeah, I want them.
Well, thank you. And you know what they do? They kind of hide the night before. They're good. They're good morning after glasses.
I definitely am then.
Exactly.
Yeah, apologies if I sound a little like Chips enough tonight because it's on this podcast because I don't smoke. I just seriously haven't had a voice for a couple of days and it's coming back, but
Well, thanks for
slowly but surely.
Mm.
Good news is
drink.
good news. Everything checks out. It's just one of those good old fashioned sore throats. Not the kind that you have to test negative or positive for, even though I did. And it's both been, I've been negative tested so far
Well, that's good.
3 times. So yeah, you never know. We live in the crazy times that we do, but yeah, we're just trying to keep the tour run. And like we're now in the home stretch of the tour. So no one wants to go home before the tour, ends on this one. No one wants to go home prematurely. So doing our best to stay healthy, doing our best to run it out until Las Vegas. That's where we end it.
Let's talk about upcoming Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think you'll be in Philly? Because that's where we are.
We've been on the East Coast for primarily most of the shows this year. I mean, we played so many shows in Pennsylvania and
Camden,
in that New York area. But yeah, we're ending this year's tour with Rob Zombie with a Halloween show in Las Vegas. So that's gonna be
That's cool.
how cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
We should go to that. Love Vegas.
Exactly.
Well, we're wild in Vegas. They probably won't let us back in Vegas.
I don't
I
really.
think they allow everybody in Vegas. I think
Everybody's
Vegas is one of those
wild in
places you can't get banned out of. I really don't think.
So you can't
Yeah.
get banned in
Yeah.
Vegas, see?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's good. We're not banned in Vegas.
Exactly.
Oh,
I've
Ryan
been-
Roxy. I love saying her name, Ryan. I can't just say Ryan. I got to say Ryan Roxy.
Yeah. Well,
So I just want to thank.
what's your last name, Dawn?
Well, my name Montavani.
What's your rock and roll last name? What did you change it to?
I
Do
didn't.
you have a rock and roll last name like Dawn?
No. Rockstar. That's what it was.
Oh, it's Rockstar.
There you go. There you go. Everybody's got a rock star or a porn star name, one or the other.
I actually really don't have one. We should come up from. What do you think it should be? If you don't really know,
I don't,
since I'm so persistent, what would you call me?
well, it'd probably be like a one-word name, like not Sting, but like along that sort of things of those one word like Felicia. No. You know what? I there was a cool name that I thought of. I thought would be a great name for someone. What was the name? It was a place in Jersey. It was a town in Jersey, and it was the coolest name for a female rocker girl. It was like what was it? Damn it! It'll come to me. But
Well,
that you can hijack that name.
I don't have one. Think of it. Let me know.
All right.
All right, we want to show you something. I always say Ryan Roxy. Ryan, look at this.
What is it?
You probably can't see.
Should I take it down?
No.
Now I gotta get up then.
Is that the Alice Cooper dollar bill? Is that what it is? Is that what you're pointing it to?
That's so cute.
Yeah. I like it. It's good.
The only other Alice Cooper pick I have is to the left of me, and it's the Hollywood Vampires. So I don't have a pick of like the whole band because I Hollywood Vampires meet and greet.
All right. Well, we'll have to change that next time we play Jersey. Next time we play Philly, you have to guys come out to a show. And you know what? If you want picks, actual guitar picks, the band throws out a ton of them. I know that Tommy throws out about
a lot of Tommy.
Yeah. Nita gets thrown. I'm a little bit more selective. I like to throw them up in the air, catch them, and then throw them. I never like to fling them at people. I never want to get in a, I want to try to avoid lawsuits at all costs. Which our drummer actually did get into a lawsuit one time because he tossed a stick out, and he did toss it, but sometimes when a stick is tossed, it kind of, I don't know. Girl said he ruined her cornea and tried to get some money off of it, and I don't know. It ended up being settled out of court.
Really?
But there you go.
Got it. Well, I'm not going to tell you who did it, but I was at a show. I'm not going to say the name, but the person, he's in a band and you'll know him. He threw his pick and it landed down my shirt.
Tracy Gunn.
Funny, I didn't sue him though.
Rick Nielsen.
I thought it was funny.
All right. Yeah, I do like. I mean, those are kind of always good aiming targets. Cleavage is always a really good aiming target.
No, I didn't get mad.
I like kind of like if there's a bald head in the audience of a man, because the cool things guitar picks happen to stick on bald heads pretty well. So I like to flick it up in the air, catch it, and then do the, you have a whole do the guitar pick on the bald head, and it usually sticks. Another good trick is to actually slightly deceive someone. So people are watching the show, and you do sort of a pick trick. You throw it up in the air, you catch the pick, but you sort of secretly place it on someone's head where they don't know it, but everybody else in the audience sees it. It's almost like a David Blaine illusion magic trick. Does that make any sense, or do you hear me?
It's a magic trick. It's all about the magic.
That's funny. So,
what?
No, I'm just wondering. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
With everything. Okay.
All right. So we talked about enjoy the riff because everybody wants to know about that.
Thank you.
Talked about the sunglasses, all access. You have a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I have the In the Trenches podcast. Anything that you want to know about my world, if you ever want to come into my world and check out my world, it's ryanroxie.com. But obviously, Instagram at ryanroxie is another good place where I talk about all this stuff. In the podcast, we haven't done an episode for a little while. We took a little bit of a hiatus when we started this big, long tour for two reasons. One, I moved countries, so my studio was completely disassembled. Now I have to reassemble my studio. And two, we went on this long tour. So the podcast will get started up again. And when we start it up again, there's a lot of cool guests that we have lined up and guests that I'm really interested in talking to as well.
I'm sorry.
No, but I use, that's good that you guys just, it's kind of what I do on my podcast. I have a nice cocktail that I set up usually in the beginning of it. And, by the end of it's much usually a larger cocktail. And by the end of the cocktail, unless my wife brings in another one halfway through, then that's the end of the podcast. That's the kind of way we time it out.
Well, we keep it going because people they want to know how we are at the end of the podcast, the end of the night. People actually write to us and be like, how we go? How are you 3 hours deep into it? So I don't know.
You guys do long form. Oh wow. Okay.
It depends. So you're you have a lot to talk about. It's good. So you can go longer,
Mm-hmm.
So how about merchandise? People want to know all about your merchandise.
Yeah. I mean, one of the most popular things is here, the wristband, the red, white, and blue wristband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure right now if it's on the store. Again, ryanroxie.com. We have a store with a bunch of shirts. We should put out some new merch items. I'm just kind of brainstorming in my head, what's the next cool merch item. Right now at the shows, there's just signed pictures. I think we sold out of the CDs, and there's sort of a signed picture and wristband that you can get.
That's cool. So is there anything like new, like currently that you're working on?
We were in the studio when this whole tour started in, I guess it would have been late July now, after the April-May run. We went back out. I went out to Sweetwater Music, which is in Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, and or Indiana. And we spent some time in the studio. A couple of the guys that I played with in this project called Planet Axe, my buddy Kenny on drums, Robbie on bass and guitar, and then Joel Cochet on guitar as well. We all went and recorded some new music, and we're just waiting to see what it ends up sounding like after it's mixed and how to release it. So there is new music in the works. It's just not, there's no set plan right now, because how do you do it nowadays? How do we release new music in this world of the 15-second attention span? You know what I'm saying? It's just like we've now been live for like 21 minutes, and I guarantee you that there might be a very small finite amount of people. Thank you, diehards, we love you, but to have that much stamina to sit through 20 minutes of talking these days, which is like crazy, because I mean, it's just the new norm that we have to deal with. So how can you expect someone to be into an entire album, 12 songs? How can you maximize that? There are going to be your fans that love everything you do, but now with this sort of shortened, because there's so many different options that grab your attention, how can we maximize that? So I'm just thinking of ways to do that, and I haven't come up with one yet. I haven't figured out the right way yet. I will.
I have to say that I follow you. I love you. I think you're great, but you are very hardworking and you are very driven, and you're always coming up with ideas. And is there any advice that you can give us on that?
Well, I talk about it, whether I did it on the TED Talk or whether I do it in my lessons. It's always talk about practice and persistence and patience. Those 3 Ps, because the practice, I mean, what we're doing right now, just me talking in front of you, I look at as we're practicing our craft of what we want to do. I host a podcast. You guys host a podcast. We're working on it. The persistence is to keep on doing it. That's a hard thing to do. I think it was some weird statistic, like over 90% of podcasts never reach their 50th episode. And so far we've, in the Trenches podcast, we've been able to get into the 130s. We've done about 130 plus episodes, I believe. Wow. And it's good. It's a persistence level. And then the patience to just realize that you are going to get your shot. You are going to get your time. You just have to be a little bit patient for it. And that's kind of like sort of been a gift for me, because I'm 57 now. And, each night there's somebody in an Alice Cooper concert that says, "Oh, who's that guy? I've never seen that guy before." So that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to be discovered, when I've been in the trenches for as many years as I have. And, I like I said, I really appreciate the support that we get from our it's so weird to say fans, because they're people, friends, family, RGA. It's just like we are sort of a thing, and and it's a cool, and I don't want to be use one of those silly words like tribe or whatever, but we're like kind of a gang. We're a gang of people that likes to that like a lot of similar things, and the fact we have that common bond that they all turn on to the stuff that I'm doing, the creative stuff, whether it's the podcast or the riffs. And like I say, all those things are just ideas that you have to sort of pursue in order to remain creative. Because there's a lot of creative people out there. Everyone's creative. It's just that when you have to finish a project out and run it out, and say, okay, now that's done. Now I move on to something else for it to be considered a success, I believe.
Well, you are a success story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate that. You know what? I'm still, like I said, I'm still every single day striving to do something, maybe make someone smile, with some of the silly posts that I retweet and repost, some of those ridiculous things. I'm a huge sports fan, so I like to inspire people with that. I know you guys are probably Eagles fans. Yeah.
I want to post all the Philly stuff.
Yeah.
Phillies won 10-0 last night, and the Eagles are on fire too. So I'm so excited. I'm a big sports person.
Good for you, but I don't know what happened last Sunday. I don't know. Your boy he got intercepted one too many times.
Oh, I know.
I like Jalen Hurts. I'm a big see my team's in a dumpster fire as well. But like I said, inspire people through making people laugh, making people enjoy sports, because rock and roll and sports go hand in hand. I golf every single day, but most of all, inspire people to maybe pick up the guitar themselves and play and learn. And there's a couple people I see in the chat right now that have come a long way by using my guitar method and learning from me and learning on their own, and just being part of this ROXIE Guitar Army group. They've gone from this level of playing guitar to this level of playing guitar. So it's very cool to see that as well.
We should play guitar. See,
you should go check out System 12. It's the guitar system that I have on the website, and it's it's a little bit more involved than Enjoy the Riff, but you'll get a lot more out of it.
I love it. Okay, let me ask you a question. If Mindy and I learn a chord, can we come on your podcast?
You'll have to learn a riff. You'll have to at least learn a riff. Yeah.
Now, if me and Mindy learn a riff, can we come on your podcast?
Yeah, you can always come on the podcast. Whether I'll put you on screen is a totally different thing. But you'll be hanging out backstage like everybody else is right now. See?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
That's funny.
No, but learn. You should.
See?
I got that darn tickle in my throat.
I'm gonna learn, so it's funny. I'm getting them.
Yeah, get me a pair too while you're at it.
I love a sexy sunglass.
You like these, huh? Cool. I like them too. Margot did a really good job. She's this company called Transparent. She works based out of Dallas, Texas, or Houston, Texas. I don't want to get it wrong. You'll correct me in the chat. I believe it was Dallas, but yeah, she really helped me create a vision and something that I really enjoyed, that I wanted for this tour. The color pink. Look, this was before I knew about this whole Barbie blitz and what the advertising campaign would be. But I had this idea for pink sunglasses like last year when we were developing the product. So who knew the color pink was going to take off as much as it has this year?
Yes.
I put these on, and this is my favorite pair of shoes. Not that I'm endorsed with Adidas or anything, but the pink shoelaces was something I just thought would be kind of cool. And again, before the movie, but now it's kind of like, now it looks like I'm a complete Barbie fanatic, which I'm not, because I have not even seen the movie.
Are now like it. Like, yes, you are.
Now, are they like any particular brand, or it's just
Transparent? They're called Transparent is the name of the brand. They're like a gradient. It goes from a darker pink to a really light pink. You can see, and these for me are prescription ones, so I can actually use them all the time. Yeah. And that's one of those silly things that we start talking about when we get a little bit older. You guys gotten into the readers yet? Have you? No? You can still read your iPhone just normal?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I can. Well, I can, but I really shouldn't.
All right. Do you have the larger text on your iPhone? That's a little bit of a cheat, but it's fine. You get, hold on for as long as you can. But like, that's the thing. When I started getting into readers, because I've always had really good eyes and really good sight. So when my eyes started getting a little bit weird with reading my phone, and then the second you actually put on your first pair of readers, it's kind of like, a little bit like the first time you got drunk. It's like, wow, this is great.
Everything's like magnified.
We're
You
gonna
can-
out. They
I don't-
sell
I
them. They
I
sell them
don't
at the
wear
dollar.
readers. I refuse. I'm never gonna wear readers. You know what I wear? I wear this, Ryan Roxy.
Good for you. Yeah, you fit. Yeah, it's fine. And you should wear them all the time.
Right, see?
You know?
Andy doesn't like when I wear them. She's like, take them off.
Well, because nobody could see us then. That's not.
But that's how we started our podcast. We wore sunglasses and everybody loved it. And now wear your sunglasses.
You be you. You be you.
Be you. Ryan Roxy, you be you.
You be you, Don, Italian name that I can't pronounce.
I'm the persistent one.
Very good for you. Yeah, squeaky wheel gets the grease. That's the moral of that story.
I sent him a message. I was very professional, as I always am.
Always have been.
And then I didn't hear back, so she knows the story. I said, let's do it again. And then he was on tour. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this one more time.
Three's a charm.
Three's a charm.
Yeah.
You guys are wild.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. No. Yeah.
Everybody that's joining in to Two Girls and Their Alcohol, we have Ryan ROXIE on from the Alice Cooper Band. So exciting, right? We're so excited to have you on. So again, we can't thank you enough because we know you are super busy, tours and all the other things you have going on, and you were nice enough to come and join us. So
well, it's been a busy year, but we worked it out. We worked it out so that we actually did do this on a day off. Here in Colorado Springs. It's been nice. And like I said before, in the home stretch of the tour. And if you're watching this right now and there's still time to go check out these last handful of Alice Cooper shows for 2023, then go out and check them out. Should be fun.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got to check out Alice Cooper show. It's going to be awesome. We saw them a couple times.
It's all about the live show and the new album Road. That was another thing that we've been talking about, and we've been playing. We've been playing at the new show. I'd like to play more than just one song. Sometimes we've learned a couple songs off the album, and we're ready to stick them in. Alice just has to, call an audible, and we'll be able to play it. But we've been playing some songs off that album, which was created by the band. It's the first studio band album that he's used the touring band with since, I believe, since I was involved with the Eyes of Alice Cooper and Dirty Diamonds and that era way back in the early 2000s. So it's been a long time coming, but I'm glad we made this record and everybody seems to be turning on to it. So if you don't have your copy of The Road, go steal one somewhere or just go check it out on the same platform that you're watching this on right now. The whole entire album's on YouTube, I'm sure.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
How was golf?
Golf was great. Did 18 today at a beautiful place called the Country Club of Colorado. And then tomorrow will be the Colorado, what is it? What do you say? Colorado Springs Country Club. Everything gets like juxtaposed, but it's always Country Club. And a lot of these places that we get to play are very, very opulent, very, very nice and proper. And and Alice and I come in with our, makeup from the night before and our hair disheveled and everything like that. And they're always very nice to us. And we get to play their golf courses. And we did pretty good. I mean, if you want to talk about golf, I mean, I shot in the 90s today, which is like it's not great at all by any stretch of the means, but for me, I'm fine with it because, it's very hard in this game if you count all your strokes and you play the game seriously and you count your putts and you don't take mulligans and you do all this stuff. It's very hard to score under 100. I'm telling you, it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. So. Yeah.
I went golfing a few times. I actually like golf, but I'm more like, let me drive you in the cart and take you around. Now, Mindy and I should definitely do Two Girls and Alcohol golfing because I find golfing very. I'm more like assertive. Golfing's very relaxing.
I don't know.
I've gone golfing quite a few times around the world, and I got to golf in Cabo. Cabo.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I suck.
You know what? Everybody sucks at golfing. That's fine. You know, that's good. But yeah, I do think you guys would both be fine in a golf cart drinking alcohol because that's basically is golf for 90% of people. And if you didn't work out that you wouldn't have to play golf, you could just be the cart girls that serve alcohol.
Oh,
Because they have a lot of those as well.
So we should surprise guests from the
there you go, cart girls.
No, I'm going to work on that.
Podcast presenters, cart girls. I don't know. Is it a step up? Is it a upstep? Is it upstep? Is it sideways? Is it lateral? I don't know.
I'm gonna. You know what I like to do? I smoke cigars, the girly ones. You know, the flavored. I like to go to the golf cart course. I like to drive the golf cart with a cigar, and I like to just drive around. That's all I want.
You would have your own cart because I couldn't be near. I can't handle cigar smoke at all. I know it sounds like I've been smoking them constantly since 1989, but it's like, yeah, I can't handle. I never was into smoking, and like when they light them up, they're big cigars when they're on the course. I always try to. I don't know. I try to step away as much as possible. It's weird. I don't really like smoking things that are kind of like just stay lit, even though they're not on fire. Like I don't mind a match, but a cigarette, a cigar, a Nag Champa incense stick. Not into it anymore. You know, there might have been a time.
Oh, good. I don't like the regular cigars. I get like pineapple, mango, and they last for like 10 minutes. I'm like a quick cigar.
Only time I ever smoked was when I used to, be really wild in the 80s, and you get to a point where you start, well, I got to smoke something, so I smoke cloves. You guys know what cloves those?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Smoking cloves would be something that goes really well in that room that you guys have set up right there. Like with a lava lamp and probably some, Lenny Kravitz's first record or something like that, or like some, Motorhead, or I don't know. There he is. The cough is catching on. I got it.
Look, you gave Mindy your cough. That's great.
No, I've had
it. I don't get it. I don't want to get no coughs.
No, Mindy. That'd be good. I'm not going to give you a cough. Dawn and Mindy, you guys been friends forever?
Kindergarten.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Isn't it cool? We've been friends for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's good. That's why you guys have your podcast.
Yeah, we're yin and yang.
Yin and yang.
We're yin and yang.
Frickin' frack.
Frickin' frack.
You guys you've never pondered the idea of changing the podcast names to Two Girls and One Glass of Alcohol?
No, because Joey Casada from ZO2 named us, and we can't change that.
Okay. Well, Joey, yeah. Usually when Joey Asada says something, people listen.
Mindy listens.
You can soundbite that. So the thing is, Two Girls in One Glass would be pretty cool, right?
No, because there's
the Two Girls in a Cup. We can't go there.
One glass of and then in parentheses of alcohol.
Why?
Two girls, one glass of alcohol. Because you both have a glass of alcohol during the course of the show. It kind of makes sense. Two girls, one glass.
All right, so Ryan Roxie wants to change our name now to Two Girls in One Cup. I mean, Two Girls in One Glass.
Two girls in one glass, and then in parentheses of alcohol. And I guarantee you, the algorithm, you're going to be going crazy. It'll bump you guys up in the algorithms. I don't know, for some reason, and you might get a really a different audience. A demographic might switch. You might start getting a lot of 50 to 60-year-old men watching.
Exactly.
Well, you know what?
Maybe that's your demographic already. I don't know.
No, listen, I'll stay with the Two Girls and Alcohol that way.
I love it. Well, look at.
All right. What is in store for you now? What are you going to be up to now?
I'm going to head back to South Africa and live my life in South Africa for a while, because I haven't been there. I've moved there, but I haven't actually lived there. So my wife is there. Our cat is there, and a bunch of family is there. So we're gonna just set up our camp there in Cape Town. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about that chapter. I'm gonna go get to see my kids in. They both are working with school. My daughter graduated. My son's going to college, so I'll be visiting them up in Sweden in the next month after tour. But yeah, the whole idea is I try not to think too far ahead, but right now it's about getting these next shows done, going out on a really good note, a really good strong note with this Alice Cooper tour, because it's been a really it's been a long one, but it's been an exciting tour year. And then take a little break, enjoy our time in South Africa, visit with my kids, and then figure out ways to put out new music and work out new ideas that I have in my head. Maybe more interviews with the podcast, and then we see what happens with Alice Cooper in 2024. I know there's already some dates being announced here and there. There's already some dates that I saw. I think it was a Czech Republic date that was tickets are on sale for. So obviously Europe's in the works for 2024 Alice. So there you go.
Wow, look at you. You are honestly, God bless him, how busy he is. All right, well, everybody that's joining us, we have Ryan Roxie on from the Alice Cooper Band. And we know that you're super busy, so we want to thank you again for coming on. I really do appreciate it, honestly.
No, Don and Mindy, thank you very, very much for having me. I really appreciate it. And the fact that you guys have this friendship, and you guys are such great co-hosts. You don't talk over each other. You remind me of almost sisters. I had two really cool sisters called the Soap Girls. They're on my podcast, and they kind of were able to have this same sort of thing that they never talked over each other. They finished each other's sentences. They kind of, you could tell you have that friendship bond for a long time. So good luck with the podcast. Good luck with everything.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you again for coming on. We love Ryan Roxie, and good luck with everything. And thank you again for coming on, and always fun with you. And everybody check out Ryan Roxie on all social media, his merchandise, his sunglasses. Check him out on Enjoy the Riff, everything he's got going on.
Yeah, just go, if best place, go-to place is ryanroxie.com, or Instagram is my social media of choice. Got the weekly radio show on Monsters of Rock Radio. That's always fun to do every Thursday. Go check it out. And maybe I'll come on again another time, the next time I come on, when the podcast is called Two Girls and One Glass of Alcohol.
And do you mean I won't have to hound you for 8 months, right?
No. We'll see you sometime on the East Coast in 2024, I'm sure.
All right, cool. Well, thank you again. And be safe out there, and peace.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you both. See you later. Bye, Dawn. Bye, Mindy.
Bye.
See ya.
He's so nice. Love him.
Oh, you have to click off.
Oh, shit.
I got to click off. You got to click me off now.
You got to make it click.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Everybody tuning in. We had Ryan Roxie from the Alice Cooper Band, and he's so nice and so cool and so busy. But guess what? He came on Two Girls and Our Alcohol. Check it out, everybody.
And thank you to all our people that
look at
in
all
the
our
chat.
Viewers and all. Woo!
Japan,
that's unbelievable. Japan,
all
around the world. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's on youtube.com, and it's Two Girls and Their Alcohol. Just put that in, and we'll come right up. You can see all our other videos, interviews that we did. We interviewed Tommy London from Sirius Satellite Radio.
Pete Epic from Brett
Michaels Band. So there's a lot of different.
Ari from Guns, Steven Adler bands, and that's it. That was fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, stay tuned, because guess what? Coming up next, we have Jerry Jade on from Los Angeles, California.